Hi, this is Randy from Friday's Golf, and welcome to Mental Breakdown. Yes, I know I need a haircut, but that's besides the point. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, or maybe new to this segment, let me give you a brief description of how Mental Breakdown works. Basically, we go back, we watch some of my old content, I give you a behind the scenes, where I came up with the idea, how I shot the video, and just overall kind of a synopsis of what went into making these videos possible. Now, today's video is the TaylorMade P790 iron video, my most watched golf shot video ever. So, without any further delay, let's have a mental breakdown. Okay, pull this up. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to state that my relationship with TaylorMade up until this point was not very good. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but basically I didn't like the way that they were treating their consumers via social media. So I made TaylorMade content and posted on my channel in the past about their products, but mostly trolling them. TaylorMade actually reached out to me about these irons. They wanted to give me a set in a way that felt much like a peace offering, at least to me. It was like, oh, we'll give you these irons, you'll stop making fun of us. But no, that's not how my channel works. So regardless, if they sent me a set of irons or I borrowed them from the golf shop, this was always going to be a ridiculous video. There's nothing they could do about it. So with that being said, let's watch the video.
How was your day?
The voice of the wife in this video is actually played by my wife, and a lot of people commented about how they liked her performance in this. That's just her genuinely being annoyed. Anytime that I ask her to be in a video and I need her to play an annoyed wife, I know I'm gonna get a master class performance because she does not like doing this. But I think she did a great job.
Not great. I got thrown like 3 times.
Well, at least you got played with.
Don't start with me, Karen.
Henry, we need to talk.
Okay, well, I think one person in the comment section caught this in the video, that Henry, Karen, and Jimmy, are the names of the characters. That's actually from Goodfellas, so Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
Come on, I just got home.
It's about your son. It's about his ball speed. We got his test scores in the mail today.
They were low, weren't they? I knew it. Even after all that practice. How many times do I have to tell him? It's not about speed. It's about contact.
No, you don't understand.
I don't know what we're going to do with that kid. We can't de-loft him anymore. People are going to think he's a putter.
Henry.
Classic line there. Classic TaylorMade troll, really, with the irons being de-lofted these days. I think that was probably one of the most quoted lines in the video. Yeah, people like that one.
They're the fastest I've ever seen.
What?
Take a look for yourself. He tested off the charts.
Let me see that.
Now, I know it looks so cheesy and simple, but like that is so hard because I'm holding both of those clubs and my brother's behind the camera. I think I'm laying on my back, like between the chair and the table, under the table, and I have him tell me when everything's in frame, and then I kind of like walk the club in and I got the script on my chest and I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's just, if someone would have walked into my house at the moment we were shooting this, they would have thought we were the craziest people ever.
This is unbelievable. These are faster than my ball speeds when I was his age. I'm so proud of him.
He's up in his room. Why don't you go congratulate him?
This is great news.
I was really worried. Walking up the stairs. I was really worried with that intro about if people would keep their interest, because I was like, it kind of is slow to develop. It's like, where is this going and what does this have to do with the P790 iron? But as he makes his trip up to the stairs here, you see the go away sign on the door. This is kind of where everything picks up. And that song playing in the background is actually the same song that you hear in the intro and the outro of all the golf shot videos by my brother's band Desert Train. There's a great band. You should check them out.
James!
James, are you in there?
Your mom just showed me your ball speed score tonight. What the? Dad! Get up!
Okay, so there's like the first introduction of the speed foam in the syringe, in the club's head. Now, getting that syringe in that club head was not easy. I actually had to drill a hole through that port because it doesn't come out. So I had to drill a hole into that. And then I think I put like a basketball or football, whatever, inflation needle into that and then plunged it into the head. Luckily, it stuck in there quite nicely. But when I first saw their promo video, TaylorMade's, I was like, and I heard speed foam, it just sounded like a performance enhancing drug. So I don't even think I brainstormed this idea. It like hit me immediately. I'm like, I'm gonna put speed foam in a syringe and the kid's gonna be like juicing, like steroids. And that was really the first thing I thought of that created this whole episode. So
Out of my room! Turn that music off! Are you serious right now?
So obviously that's me as the RBZ iron there. It's actually my brother Kurt, who was behind the camera, that plays in the band Desert Train. He does the voice of the P790 iron, which is just perfect because what I said to him was like, I want like early 1990s Keanu Reeves, and I think he nailed it.
I come up here to congratulate you on your ball speed scores, and I catch you doing speed foam? What are you thinking? It's not a big deal, Dad. Not a big deal. You've been hanging out with that PXG boy down the street, haven't you?
That's another one that I feel like a lot of people enjoyed, but maybe some people missed as far as like, you know, you've been hanging out with that PXG boy down the street, and I think, hold on.
Bobby's got enough.
I called him Bobby for Bob Parsons, obviously, but, you know, just playing into the fact that both of them had a speed injected foam face in their irons, and kind of him influencing TaylorMade. Just a little bit of a slight troll there.
Nothing to do with it, Dad. Speed foam is the future. It gives face support to my hollow-headed construction while dampening sound for amazing feel.
See, and that's right off of TaylorMade's website. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm still like helping them promote, you know, the features and benefits of the irons, right? I mean, you get that.
This is the thanks we get for being the cool parents, like when you asked us to get those speed slots because all your friends were doing it. Why couldn't you have been a true player's iron like your brother? Why would anyone want to do that?
Now,
like, why would anyone want to hollow?
I think another reason why this episode was so popular is just like this dynamic, this relationship between the father and son, because it's relatable. Everyone's had that breakdown with their dad or their mom where they're yelling back and forth about something that both of them are passionate about. So obviously I took that conversation and inserted my golf terminology in there. But I think that's why this scene is so funny, because it's so relatable.
Oh, their head out and fill it with performance-enhancing foam. Oh, and not to mention lie to their parents. It's just a wait, poor Dad. It doesn't actually come out. Sometimes
Actually, it doesn't come out, so that's not a lie.
I wish I was never forged. You don't mean that. That's the foam talking. You're such a shank. Watch your language in my house. Fine then. I'm out of here. You're not going anywhere until we finish this conversation.
My favorite part.
Has anyone seen my grip? It's on the end of your shaft, Dad.
Now, the grandpa character, I'm not sure, there really wasn't any reason for me to put him in there other than the fact that I found a set of these old TaylorMade tour irons right before I shot the video, and I was like, I have to put that in there. So I wrote the character in to kind of break it up a little bit and add a little comedy to it. But my brother's voicing him. A lot of you thought he sounded like Chef's dad from South Park, which I'm almost positive that's where he got the inspiration, but I think it's perfect.
Did I ever tell you about the time I met Tom Lehman? Like 1,000 times, Grandpa beat it! Okay.
I love that character. To me, that's my favorite part of the video personally. Obviously the callback to Tom Lehman being a TaylorMade tour pro back in the day. It's just very fitting.
Listen, I remember what it was like being your
build
age.
of the music.
Ultra-thin faces, inverted cone technology, ready to rip the cover off the ball at any moment. But there's more to life than ball speed. What are you going to do 10 months down the road when you're all grown up and have kids of your own? Are you going to teach them that?
People love that line, obviously referring to how quickly they turn out new generation of irons, and in 10 months, essentially, he's going to have kids of his own because that's how quickly they make irons. That probably stung a little bit.
It's okay to use speed foam? Or are you going to stress to them the importance of solid contact and the beauty of a well-struck golf shot? Oh, yeah!
Now, to get that viscosity and that texture, that's actually cornstarch and water mixed together with orange food coloring, and then I just kind of poured it on the head and let it drip off like that. And that shot actually took forever to pull off, to get it in frame, in focus, and to drip the right way there and shake it when he came up. Now, I told my brother when he did the voiceover later on, I was like, I don't want this to sound like a juiced up Keanu Reeves. I'm like, I want this to be Macho Man Randy Savage. And once again, I mean, just talented voice actor, my brother.
Oh, come on. Didn't you listen to a word I just said?
Can't talk now, Dad. The foam's kicking in. Must crush it.
Did I ever tell you about the time I dated a girl with a bubble shaft and an oversized grip?
Of course, you got the grandpa coming in there again to deliver, the one last line of the video. Now, originally, this was not how the video was supposed to end. The video was supposed to end with a horn honking. The boy was supposed to go to the window and kind of peek his head out of the window in a shot from outside. And you hear someone yell up to him, and you flip the camera back around, and it's the M2 driver. So, like, the P790 iron was hanging out with the M2 driver. I know it would have been awesome to put that in the video, but I just ran out of time. My brother had to get going. I didn't have anyone else to help me, so that just got cut out of the video completely. But either way, I think it didn't hurt it too much. So that wraps up this episode of Mental Breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know down in the comment section below what video you'd like to see me break down next time. So until then, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you later.
Let me tell you all the story now about the carnival.
Did I ever tell you about the time I dated a girl with a bubble shaft and an oversized grip?
I think that's good, man.
Cool.